Oh, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Okay, all right, perfect, perfect. All right, perfect. So, my bad, man. I pretty much got to start this thing all over. What? So, for all y'all that don't know, my name is Big Low Country. We're gonna be chopping up on this home team. Might be getting a little bit of hate from Cartier Walker since he is a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Oh, at Cartier, I'm gonna tell you later on in the show what Coach Ronan was saying about you and about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You, of course, you know that I defended you. I defended your team, but man, boy, she was throwing out kind of salt, boy. Said, Coach Ronan, you need to stop with all that foot shoveling. Man, Coach Brandon, what's going on, man? I see you in here. We're just kind of waiting on everybody to come in and chill out with us tonight. As y'all know, like I was saying earlier, we're just chopping it up. Mock draft 2.0. 2.0. So we're gonna go in, see what we got going on. Coach Joy in here saying she watching Coming to America. What's going on, Coach Joy? Enjoy my world. If anybody like to look at people scratch on scratch offs, make sure you check Coach Enjoy My World out, man. Definitely. My homeboy Terror Artist 404 is in here as well. As a matter of fact, he's a Madden guy. He's a Madden guy. And matter of fact, he's been doing these dream scenarios on Madden. We just talk about people being on different teams. And I think the one that he did today was actually talking about Matthew Stafford playing against, who was he playing against? Terror Artist? I forgot, man. But anyway, Matthew Stafford was on the Rams. So make sure that y'all check him out, man. Make sure that y'all check him out. C. Mitch, what's good with your family? Hope you're doing well. Trey Purdy, what's good, fam? What's good with you? Yeah, we definitely chilling. Okay, yeah, they're playing against the Chargers. Okay, yeah, definitely. So we're here chilling, man. But yeah, so tonight we're doing the mock draft 2.0. We're just going to kind of, y'all know how we do, man. We collaborate with all the coaches to see what we got going on and moving forward. We just kind of run different scenarios through. Now, Coach Rona actually made a suggestion. Thank you so much, Ms. Joy. Thank you so much. Now, Coach Rona, she actually made a suggestion that what we should do is that we should actually give a couple of different looks. It's just like football practice. It's just like football practice. We're giving a couple of different looks on what kind of team we could put together with this draft, because we know moving forward, this is one of those cases where Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, both of these guys, we know that they're not going to be here long. We know that they're in the short rows. So moving forward, some people are saying, hey, we need to take a quarterback. We need to go ahead and get one of these top quarterbacks because there are a lot of people out there that need quarterbacks this year. A lot of people getting negative for Justin Fields. We don't even know if he'll be in that position. We'll be in the position to take Justin Fields. Now, Coach Rona, she already done beat me to the punch. My question to y'all is, what y'all eating on tonight? That's my first question. What you eating on, and if you're sipping on, what you're sipping on? That's my first question. I actually got an assistant coach in here with me too. I actually got assistant coach Camille in here in the building tonight. Assistant coach Camille, that's my niece. Definitely. Cartier Walker said he eating the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, then you go ahead and bring Coach Lowe some fried macaroni and cheese and a piece of Snickers cheesecake. We'll be doing good. Definitely. Y'all see how I had tonight. I had some Sonic a little bit earlier. Coach Terry Artist 404. He talk all the time. He said, Coach, you need to cut that Sonic out, man. I don't know. I just got this weird fascination with Sonic for some reason. I got to get it at least once a week. Love me some Sonic. My homeboy CG Rules of Sports said, he got him. He's the defensive line coach. So he's the D-line coach of the coaching staff. So y'all make sure that y'all show CG Rules of Sports some love. Representing the 49ers over there. I see you, man. I see you. Pantera 1959 said he had some fried chicken, tater salad, red velvet cake, and a root beer. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Bo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Definitely. What's going on, Keish? I see you in here. Much love to you. Even though you a Saints fan, we still got love for you. Much love to you. All right. So I see everybody coming on in here. See, Mitch said he's sipping on that lean, if you know what I mean. AKA water. Okay, I guess, hey, that's what you want to call it, Bo. Oh, man. Zeke, what's going on, Bo? I see you in here, man. Much love to you. Definitely. So while everybody's in here telling us what y'all eating on tonight, I'm going to pull up our screen here so we could go ahead and start collaborating to see what we can do. Now, my homeboy Cartier, he actually put in here. He said that the Tampa Bay is repeating. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you something, Bo. Coach Rona, she was talking bad about you. So, Cartier, Coach Rona said her conspiracy. No, yes, she did. Coach Rona conspiracy theory is that the reason why Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl is because Tom Brady and Gronk and their cheating ways encouraged someone to give the offensive line COVID for the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's Coach Rona. Like I said, I didn't say it. Coach Rona said it. So of course I defended you. So oh man. So we're gonna do this mock draft on the Atlanta Falcons. We're gonna bump the speed up because we're gonna give y'all a couple of different looks. Of course, we're gonna care for that positional value. We're gonna leave the randomness about the same. Bump the draft needs up. And just kind of see what we got, man. So let's go ahead and enter this draft. Look and see what we got here. Start the draft. See Mitch already saying trade back, coach. Well, wow. Panay Sewell, he went first. Oh, I'm sorry, he went third. So he went Justin Fields. What in the world? Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all see this, and I'm sorry. I actually was going to use a different system to stream this broadcast, but we had some technical issues in the beginning, and I definitely apologize. So we just put this in, and Justin Fields went first. I don't know what PFF smoking on, but so Justin Fields, he went first, and they got Trevor Lawrence going to the Jets. Now everybody wanted Panay Sewell, but he's off the board. And we talked about this whenever we did our last draft. Now, when we did our last draft, everybody wanted us to get Panay Sewell first, but it looks like the Dolphins are getting them in this particular draft. Coach Ghost Peppers, what's good with you, fam? What's good with you? Zeke King said it looks like the Falcons will trade that pick, and I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. And for some reason, Coach Rona is putting up scissors. I don't know why. I think she's just infatuated with cutting people. But so this is what mock draft is for, guys. In this particular case right here, we're looking. We got Micah Parsons, Jamar Chase, and the last thing we need is a a wide receiver, Zach Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Kyle Pitts, who a lot of people have been getting naked for themselves. What would y'all like to do in this situation? Y'all think we should trade back? Y'all think we should go ahead and get the, because look, and this is one of those cases where I think Zach Wilson is the best quarterback in this draft, even better than Trevor Lawrence. So if I was the GM in this situation, I'm thinking, well, dang, Zach Wilson's right here, but we want to make sure that we got to build this team up. Now, we said that we're going to go through a couple of different scenarios tonight. And a few people are saying trade back. Coach Ghost Peppers and Pantera 1959, they're saying trade back. But this is one of those cases where we're just going to give a few different looks, guys. So, just for educational purposes, Coach Rona, she's saying we don't need a quarterback. Now, and I understand that this is just for educational purposes. Now, y'all don't be blowing Big Low up on Twitter now, coming at me talking about I don't like Matt Ryan and all kind of stuff like this. It's for educational purposes. Let's go ahead and draft Zach Wilson, and then we're going to see if we don't trade back what we'll have in the future. Okay, so we're going to take Zach Wilson. And we're going to, kind of moving forward, not trade back, but see what we got later on in the draft, okay? All right, so see here, we still have some big name guys. We have the running back, ETN. Also have Carlos Basham Jr., who I think is a great defensive end. I think he's like 6'5", 285, long arms, perfect for that 3-4 defense. Cartier Walker talking about Kyle Pitts, said he's different. My Tampa Bay getting him bye-bye, Jose Howard. I don't know about that, Bo. I don't know about that. Wow. You see here, we're just going back and looking at the draft. Tampa Bay got Mac Jones, which I could definitely see happening. Saints got Kyle Trask. Jaguars got Asante Samuel Jr. Greg Russo, he went 21st. Everybody thought he was the best thing since sliced bread before, but it's not really working. He's falling like a rock in this draft. Oh, man, I see my homeboy Cole on the 6 on here. What's good with you, fam? Another gamer chilling out with us. Y'all make sure that y'all show Cole on the 6 some love, man. Much love to you both. Patrick Surtain, he went 15th. Now, y'all keep an eye on this because, like I said, this is something that we can kind of take a look at moving forward. And then, whenever we go back and actually do our second draft, we can just kind of see what we got going on. So, looking at this now, let's just say, let's just get Jalen Phillips. Let's go ahead and get Jalen Phillips to see what we got going on with this. And, like I said, this is just kind of for educational purposes. We just getting a look, seeing who's available. So far, we took Zach Wilson, Jalen Phillips. All right, so now we're on that third pick. What's going on, Coach Asia? I see you in here. I see you. Yeah, so Coach Terry Artist 404, we're going to do 2 drafts tonight. This first one, we're just taking people, seeing who's available. So who we got on this first draft, we actually got Zach Wilson, and then we got Jalen Phillips that rush in from Miami. Okay. And, we're just kind of going back, seeing who got taken. We know that PFF must be on something serious because Michael Carter went ahead of Javonte Williams, the running back out of North Carolina. Now, Najee Harris, what? Najee Harris went in the second round with the 60th pick? What in the world? Wow, okay. I don't know what Pro Football Focus is on tonight, but okay. Andre Cisco, he went 56, second round to the Seahawks. Y'all know I got an infatuation with Cisco. Coach Ghost Peppers, he said we should take Javonte Williams. That's where I'm kind of leaning to, Coach. What y'all think in the chat? Y'all think we should take Javonte Williams or? Like I said, we just going with a look, man. We just trying to look and see who's available, who got taken. So whenever we really hunker down and do a draft that's most beneficial for the team, it's just one of those things. See, Mitch says that Cisco gets them going too. Is it? Now, which Cisco get you going, see, Mitch? Which Cisco gets you going? Andre Cisco or the Thong Song Cisco? Oh, man. Okay. So just taking a look here. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Javonte Williams, guys. Oh, man. Everybody else is just coming in here. What y'all eating on tonight, man? Because I'm hungry. I had some Sonic, but I'm still hungry. I can still eat me something. Oh, man. Now, this right here, this is one of the guys that I mentioned earlier in my previous draft. We couldn't take him because, we ended up getting Najee Harris. But Kenneth Gainwell, this guy is straight nothing but the truth right here. He could catch the ball out of the backfield. They got him projected to go in the 3rd round. I think he's actually a 2nd round talent. Tonio Starks, what's going on with you, Bo? I see you. But yeah, man. Yeah, 3 drops and 60 career catchable targets. I don't know if y'all heard, but Arthur Smith earlier today, he said that it was going to be one of those cases where, we might go backfield by committee unless it's one, something happens and we just get a running back that just comes out and just balls out of control. But, we just took Javonte Williams. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be getting Kenneth Gainwell. He's projected to go in the 3rd round, but we're in the 4th round now. He's still on the board. Now, as far as who we want to take with this next pick, Dylan Moses, he's still on the board. He dropped like a rock. I think that he's a lot more talented than this. And also Deontay Brown, he's still on the board as well. We know that we need a guard. He's a big boy. 6'4", 350, but it's one of those cases, guys, where will he actually be efficient? Will he actually be efficient in this zone run blocking scheme? That's the question. That's the question. And you see his grades by the games. He actually played well in like the bigger games with teams with good defensive lines. So, it's just one of those things, man. Tonio Starks said he's a new sub. Oh, okay then, Bo. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. Welcome to the coaching staff, Tonio. Appreciate it, family. Definitely. Now, we just taking a look at this here, man, and like I said, this is just a preliminary mock draft, everybody. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go with Dylan Moses, and let's also take a look and see who came off the board that could actually fit our system. Now, I know a lot of people say that we might need a wide receiver later on in this draft, and I ain't gonna lie to you. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind getting a tight end as well. Creed Humphrey, he actually went 90th to the Minnesota Vikings. Jamie Newman went to the Chicago Bears. That ain't gonna work out well. Joe Tryon, he went to the Dolphins. He was actually in our last draft, guys. I don't know if y'all remember that. Kellen Mond went to the Redskins. Redskins just cut Alex Smith today. I don't know if anybody heard that or not. So you know that they're going to be in the running for a quarterback as well. So let's go ahead and go with and everybody, while y'all watching, I want y'all to just pay attention to where everybody went to, because whenever we really get down and dirty with this draft and kind of just break everything down, I'm going to need all the help that I can get, Bo. I'm going to need everything that I can. Oh, man. So let's go with let's just go with Deontay Brown. Let's go. We know that we need a guard. We're just filling that slot. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be a real good fit for us and everything, but let's just go with Deontay Brown. All right. Whew. So moving forward here. Oh, Jalen Twyman, guys. He went off the board. The Aaron Donald clone. That's the guy that I said is going to be playing like Aaron Donald when he gets to the NFL, man. He actually came off the board too. Chuba Hubbard, he's still on the board. I see Chuba Hubbard right here. Now, he's a guy that we can actually look at as well. 6 foot, 208. They say he can run, decisive runner, but he fumbles. He does have some fumble issues. So, that's one of those cases, man. But one of the most beautiful things that I see about this guy, the reason why he could fit in our system, terrific jump cut ability, bounces on a dime. If you're running that zone run blocking scheme, sometimes you are going to have to jump cut, because as people are moving forward at that angle, if you see a lane in another direction, you have to jump cut, put that foot in the ground and go. And, that's hopefully, that might be something that, he could bring to the table for the Atlanta Falcons, Bo. You never know. You never know. But unfortunately, in this draft, we've already got our guy. We already got our guy. Everybody getting naked for Javonte Williams. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he looked well, but whenever you got two running backs that's just going off like that, it makes you wonder, is it the running back or is it the actual scheme and that offensive line? That's one of those things that I often wonder. So let's just go ahead and finish this whole draft up, man, so we could go ahead and, really get to the meat and potatoes of what everybody's talking about. Basically, what we were doing is, and this is for everybody that's coming in and joining us, what we were doing, we were just going through this draft one time so everybody could see when people were taken. So whenever we actually get down into it, and we have to take our shoes off to get into it, we'll just kind of see where everybody went previously in that other draft, and then we can really make some decisive decisions and see how we're going to go, especially with that first pick. Now, I want y'all to be thinking about this now. What are we going to do with that first pick, with that fourth pick in the meantime? I want y'all to be thinking about this. Coach Ronald, you think I need to go ahead and finish this draft out, or should I just go ahead and start it on over? Yeah, let's go ahead and start it. Yeah, let's go ahead and start it over. Well, I tell you what, let's just go ahead and make these picks so everybody can kind of see who we took, and everybody can give us our opinion. So I ain't gonna talk through these picks. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some guys that I think do pretty well, like DeMar Hamlin, to play that safety position for us, and also Jonathan Cooper, who is really flying under the radar himself. He can really come from the end very violently. Only question is with him is his hands. I need some violent hands. I need to see how good you can slap somebody. I hate to say that, and that's the case, but it's definitely the truth. It's definitely the truth. And then let's see. Let's go with DJ Daniels. Let's go with DJ Daniels with that last pick. So we're going to go ahead and finalize this draft, and just kind of see what we got here. Oh, Antonio, you said you seen us, me and old Dylan Matthews chilling out with that. Me and him got together doing some good Falcons talk, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. All right, so what we did in this draft, and like I said, guys, y'all don't judge me now. We took Zach Wilson first, and we just going off the look. We just want to see where everybody feels. Zach Wilson and Jalen Phillips in that second round. Devontae Williams, Deontay Brown, Cameron Bynum. We got an A-. So let's go ahead and start this new one up. And I see Mitch, that's crazy that you brought him up, because I was actually doing a little bit of research on him yesterday on Eric Stokes. Real fast kid. I just got to see what them hips looking like. I got to see how he could, keep up with people. And because you can't just cover 9 routes all day. You can't just cover streaks all day. I got to see how well you change direction and, how good you could grab somebody without looking like you're grabbing them. That's definitely the case, man. Definitely the case. Now, Keanu Neal said that he likes the first 3. I'm pretty sure he didn't like that safety pick. I'm pretty sure he didn't like that pick. So let's take a look here. Looking at this draft one more time. And this time, we're really going to take a look at it and kind of break it down, man. We're really going to take a look at it and break it down. All right, so we know Jacksonville Jaguars got that first pick. So moving forward, we know that we're not going to trade with them. We ain't trying to trade up. We need as many picks as we can get, okay? So taking a look at this one more time, they got Justin Fields going first again. Like, what in the world, bro? So they got Justin Fields going first, Trevor Lawrence going second. This time, Jamar Chase is going to the Dolphins. Now, I can see that. I can see Jamar Chase going to the Dolphins. They need a wide receiver. See, Mick said, when's Ronnie doing a mock draft? Coach Ronnie just like to trade back the whole time. See, just amassing picks. So, all right. So let's take a look at it, see what we got now. So just looking at the different teams that are willing to trade back with us. We got the Philadelphia Eagles. No, they're willing to trade back. What's going on, Coach? Let's get it. I see you in here, Bo. So we got the Philadelphia Eagles. We got the Denver Broncos, San Francisco. And I don't want to give San Francisco nothing. New England Patriots. At that 15th pick, the Washington football team. Somebody mentioned traded back with Washington before. The Washington football team and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So in this particular case, guys, this is one of those situations where if we really
Ghost Peppers want you to trade back to Washington.
Oh, okay, Ghost Peppers. Okay, so Ghost Peppers, he wanted me to trade back to Washington. What's going on, Nathan? Nathan, I see you in here, Bo. Hope mama ain't eating too many of them banana and mayonnaise sandwiches. Now, if we really want to take a quarterback, in the first round like everybody wants, I came up with a scenario where we could take a quarterback in that first round and we could amass picks for the future to help this defense. So the issue is in this particular case is that the reason why a lot of people are saying we can't take a quarterback with that in the first round is because all of the quarterbacks are going early. Now, if we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk. If the Philadelphia Eagles actually wanted to trade up, let me show y'all something. So if they wanted to trade up to that sixth pick, to our fourth pick, we got their second and third and a second round next year. Let's just try that, see what happens. Trade accepted. Okay, so if we did that, okay, so the Eagles took Zach Wilson. Now we wanted Zach Wilson, but I wanted Zach Wilson. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I wanted Zach Wilson, but you still got some quarterbacks in this draft that you could still go with, and you got 2 second-round picks and 2 third-round picks, right? Now, Mac Jones, he's ranked 33rd. Now, y'all remember in our little walkthrough draft that we went to, Mac Jones, he went like 30th overall. Is it one of those cases? And Antonio Starks is saying, Big Low, if I was GM, I would let Matt Ryan go to the Niners for the 12th pick. And you know what? I could definitely see what you're saying about doing that, Antonio, but it's one of those things, man, where you still got to pay that dead money. You still got that dead money issue with Matt Ryan. So you're literally going to have him on a different team, but he's not going to be able to accomplish the same thing. Now, my question to the coaching staff and everybody in the chat is, do y'all think that this is one of those cases where we can trade because we still have Penei Sewell on the board, and this is the guy that everybody wanted. Is it one of those cases? Because we still have the 36, the 38 pick in the second round. I told y'all that in the next draft, we would take Penei Sewell, and this is the chance to do it. Do we pull the trigger on Penei, or do we go in a different direction and, maybe trade back again and get a Mac Jones? Or do y'all just like Trey Lance that much? I just can't get into the whole Trey Lance thing. But, what are y'all thinking? I need everybody to vote in here for me. Because I'm seeing right here, biggest weakness that Trey Lance has is his accuracy. That's the biggest issue that Trey Lance has is his accuracy. Ghost Pepper said, Sewell's right there. Trey Purdy said, fire away, coach. Well, everybody who's voted, because this is who y'all wanted. Now, I got to give it to you. The guy, he's a beast. They're saying that he's a top 5 pick. We're number 6. He's a beast. And when your biggest weakness is that you're untested, that means that, I'm a beast. I just hadn't. I haven't had anything to put me to the test yet. That means I haven't been challenged. Let's get it said. In Ty McShay's mock draft, he has us taking Trey Lance, coach. Yeah, and you can't really trust Ty McShay and Mel Kiper because Mel Kiper had us trading up. You can't really trust them, Bo. So let's go ahead and go with Panay Sewell, because I promised y'all that was going to be the case this time, right? So let's go ahead and go with Sewell. We traded back. So we got 2 second-round picks and 2 third-round picks. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, and I just paused it. So right now we're at the 10th pick. Trey Lance, he actually went 9th. Is this one of those cases where you trade back into the second round to get your quarterback? Because if we look at it, and let's just go ahead and because we still have to wait to see what happens with the 49ers. The 49ers need a quarterback, and we don't know if they're actually going to take one. But let's see. Okay, so the 49ers with Devontae Smith. So is this one of those cases, guys? So the only team that you really have to worry about now are the Chicago Bears, the New England Patriots. I don't think that the Colts are worried about a quarterback right now. Now the Jets, they got their quarterback, and that should be Justin Fields there. I don't know why they got Trevor Lawrence there. But the Jets, they already got their quarterback. So, and this is just the vote for the chat here, guys. Is this a case where we trade back into the first round and try to see what we could do about getting a Mac Jones, who I think is the second best quarterback in this draft? Am I wrong to do that? Because you got to remember, since this is one of the late picks in the first round, this pick is worth a lot less. You don't have to give up as much for this first round pick. You know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think? Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about it. Because you know me, I'm a gambler. I'm like Coach Joy. Okay, so C. Mitch said no. All right. So let's go ahead. And Trey Purdy, Chris Sims. Y'all, if there's anybody that you pay attention to, it's Chris Sims. Because whenever the Falcons made that Super Bowl run, Chris Sims told y'all before it happened. He told y'all before it happened. So I tell you what, let's just go ahead and hang tight and see what we can get with that 36 pick. Let's hang tight and see what we can get with it. Let's pause it here and see. Okay, so Jalen Phillips, he went 26. Coach Ron said, why does everyone want to take a quarterback so early for? So I think the reason why everybody's getting naked for these quarterbacks, Coach Ron, is because they don't want to have a period where there's indecisiveness. They want to make a transition like the Green Bay Packers, where they had a guy waiting in the wings. So let's see here. Man, guys, so Mac Jones ended up going to the Washington Redskins. He ended up going to the Washington Redskins. So if we look at the quarterbacks that's on the board, so now's the time whenever you say, well, look, is now or never. It's now or never now. So now it's one of those cases where you legitimately saying, do you take a quarterback? Do you go ahead and take that quarterback and Kyle Trask, 6'5", 240? Now let's look at the biggest weakness is mobility. That's the biggest weakness. What's going on, Blitz? I see you in here, man. I see you. Thanks for chilling out with us, both. So mobility is the biggest weakness. They said that he's a statue in the pocket, no scrambling or playmaking at all. Now, we know that Falcons fans ain't going to like that. Inconsistent ball placement underneath, 67% on throws inside 10 yards, ranking 50th. Loaded offense in Florida. Arm solid, but nowhere near the guys at the top of the class. Now, Trey Purdy said that he agrees with Coach Roney. We could get Mills to develop and fill the holes of the team. He is starting to rise in draft board, so might not be a steal anymore. And you're definitely right about that, Coach. I've been doing some research on him as well. He's 6'4", 225. Quick decision making. That's important. That's important. See, it says Sewell and Najee would be nice. Everybody's going crazy for Najee. Now, Arthur Smith, he came out today and he said that, look, guys, it's going to be a running back committee. If Najee's the guy that we think he is, would it be a running back committee, or would it be one of those cases where we're trying to create Derrick Henry 2.0? Coach Rose says she don't lie. She ain't even gonna lie to you. She likes Najee. All right, so let's look and see who's available here. So you got Asante Samuel. You got ETN. You got Liam McNeil, who we had in our previous draft. Where's Najee? So Najee's still on the board, guys. Blitz said that rumor has it that Steven Jackson's coming out of retirement. Finals making the call. Wow. All right, so let's take a look at Najee for everybody who in here. Now, they said his biggest strength is his catch radius, but his biggest weakness is the speed. Loose hips for a big back can shake defenders or run through them. Special catch radius. One of the slower top running back prospects you'll see. He only had 25 career carries running 20 plus yards. Wow, guys. Y'all sure that's what y'all want? Y'all don't want a big play? Because I'm going to tell you, in the NFL, if you got a boy that's big and he's slow, I mean, that's not a good combination. Now, Coach Terry Artist 404, and I want y'all to know now, Coach Terry Artist 404, he's a huge Alabama fan, so he might be getting kind of naked. You know, he might be popping the shoulder out. He said Derrick Henry's biggest weakness was speed, but now look at him. I think Derrick Henry faster than Najee, though. He said size and strength advantage will translate to the NFL. They said that Najee runs behind an elite line every year, always gets to the line of scrimmage clean. That's very important. That's very important. But they got ETN. He's ranked pretty high as well. It said he's a so I guess the question is that which one would y'all prefer? Would y'all like the guy who never know when he's gonna bust a big play? Or do y'all want the guy who slow and steady wins the race? That's the question. Which one would you want? Because ETN, they say he's a home run waiting to happen. Question is that are y'all even convinced about going for a running back right now? Because we see that Najee, he's pretty far down there. I mean, is it one of those cases where we're convinced about going for running back? And I know it, man. It's like they're just saying that this man is slow because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Najee runs a 4.5. If I'm not mistaken, I think Najee runs a 4.5. So I tell you what, we know. So we know that these running backs are going to be there. We got pick 36 and 38, right? So we know that these running backs are going to be here. Last year, we only got, 28 sacks? We need some pass rush. We need pass rush. I've really been interested in this guy right here. 6'5", 285. In 7 games, he got 5 sacks. 2019, 11 sacks. 7 sacks. Man. I'm thinking, I always like to look at how they perform against the better teams. So Basham, he didn't do that well against Clemson. I know that Virginia Tech has a pretty good offensive line. Virginia Tech. North Carolina has a pretty good offensive line. I'm thinking Lasante Samuel, he's still available as well. And you also have Zaven Collins, who just came out and just went crazy last year. I tell you what, the guy has rare size. He's 6'4", 260. If we're trying to transition into into a 3-4 defense, you got to have linebackers. And this is just from a coaching perspective, guys. You got to have linebackers that are capable of sifting through trash, right? So if I got a guy that can sift through trash, you got to be big, 6'4", 260. That's the perfect size. That you can also rush the passer, get people off of you. I think we're going to go with Zaven Collins. Because the thing about Deion Jones, he plays pretty. He plays like a 4-3 linebacker. And if Keanu Neal's still in this chat, he'll tell you himself. But Debo, he plays pretty. And it's one of those cases where you want to get a guy who Debo plays like it's one of those Madden archetypes. He plays pass coverage. But we need a guy that's going to be able to, because you're going to have one less down lineman. You need to be able to sift through trash. I think Zaven Collins is the perfect guy to do that, to be completely honest with you. That's going to make your defense better. That's going to help you with your pass rush. That's just going to help the whole defense in general. So I think we're just going to go with that, guys. All right, so we still got that other second-round pick. And, we know that we're trying to help this running game because Arthur Blank himself said that we got to work on pass. We got to work on the defense, especially the pass defense, and we also got to work on running the ball. You got to be able to stop people, and you got to be able to run the ball, right? So, we kind of gave up that whole quarterback dream in the past, unless y'all are trying to go for Kyle Trask. I think everybody kind of agreed with me. I'm not trying to get a quarterback myself. So whenever I brought that up, I kind of read the room and everybody agreed with me. I was just trying to give y'all a look because, I know a lot of people are getting naked for these quarterbacks in the draft. Now, let's look at here. So the Seattle Seahawks are interested in trading down. Trading down to that 55th pick. I don't know, because there's a lot of talent out here that we're able to get right now. We know that we need another cornerback. We know that we need a safety. We also need pass rush. We also need a running back. I think a running back is going to be there in the third round. You know what, guys? Coach Rona saying, let's trade. Man. Let's look at Asante Samuel. He balled out. 3 interceptions. Passer rating against him was 46.2. 5'2", 184. That's a good size for a cornerback. A lot of people like these taller quarterbacks. I like my quarterbacks kind of squatty. So you know that they can change directions well. Look at this tight end here. Because we're going to need a tight end. Antonio Stark said, yeah, Trey Sermon in the third round. And I definitely think Trey Sermon will be there. Yeah, he'll be there. He might be there in the fourth round, Antonio, to be completely honest with you. Last year, in 8 games, he had 870 yards. Once again, unless guys run a 4.2, 4.3, they'll say it's speed. But I think that just like Terry Artist 404 said, game speed and track speed are 2 totally different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and focus on this defense. I'm thinking Carlos Basham Jr. because he's one of those rare guys that just kind of fit into one of those rare guys that kind of fit into that whole 3-4 defense. So let's go with Carlos Basham Jr. All right, so we do got those 2 picks in the third round. Oh my goodness, what in the world, Bo? Oh man, boy, this is crazy. Oh my God, man. So, look, guys, the reason why I'm laughing is because I came into this draft, I told myself I didn't want to get the same guys that we got in the previous mock draft. But man, Liam McNeil is sitting here with the 3rd pick. And for y'all that didn't get a chance to see that previous mock draft that we did, they said that he has the best first step in the whole draft out of ends or defensive tackles. 6'2", 320, very explosive. Thing is that he doesn't have that many pass rushing moves because he's just so big. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough. Man. Yeah, I know, Trey. I know, man. I know. And Blitz, you right, man. We need that slot cornerback, but golly, bro. Liam McNeil's right here. Oh. So we got the 68th pick and we got the 70th pick. Let's go ahead and get McNeil. I'm sorry, guys. I love the kid. I love him. I love him. All right, so just like Coach said, we do need some cornerbacks. So if we look at who's available, Sean Wade is still on the board, and Radarius Williams. A lot of people sleep on this guy. Just showing here, he's 6 foot, 195. He's a man guy. You know, he's one of those man coverage guys. Oh, Coach Terry Artist said, Coach Lowe, you getting naked. What in the world, bro? Oh, man. Now, we know that back in the day, Thomas Dimitrov, he was one of those guys that said, you know, he like 4-year starters in college. Me, myself, personally, I don't like him. The reason I don't like him is because you didn't come to the NFL for a reason. Your talent level is obviously not where it should be. And you didn't come to the NFL for a reason. Trey, talking about that tall cornerback from South Carolina. Yeah, he's tall, he's big. But you see here, biggest weakness, fluidity. That's tough, Bo. This is the NFL. You ain't playing against Tennessee and Florida and Texas A&M. You playing against some dogs now. So look, we never got our running back, right? Vontae Williams is still on the board, guys. I think we need to go ahead and get that running back. Oh, Trey said that he thinks that cornerback from South Carolina is a faster Richard Sherman. Man, he definitely could be. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Javonte Williams right here, guys. Let's go ahead and get this running back so we can make sure that we got that issue handled. So now after we get that running back, we've taken care of the pass rush. We've taken care of the offensive line. Now we got to take care of the secondary, guys. We got to take care of the secondary to see what we can do about stopping somebody. Now everybody's getting naked for that cornerback from South Carolina, man. I don't know. I know that we do need a corner and we do need a safety. Let's take a look at the safeties here. Now, I don't know if y'all want to go with another safety from San Diego State. I don't know if that's something that y'all want to do. But I mean, he did play pretty well. Once again, we got to look at the competition in his area to see how well he did. But I mean, he did ball out. Man, y'all are just going crazy over this quarterback from South Carolina, ain't you? So he's ranked 158. Does this grade of 53.9 Coach Ronan, should it scare me? That he got that 53.9?
Out of what? 100?
Out of 100.
That's failing.
Coach Ronan said that's failing. Y'all like just are y'all getting naked for this man just because he's 6'4"? Is that what it is? Are y'all just showing height bias? Oh man. because I don't know if I'm seeing it, Bo. I don't know if I'm seeing it. I think I would rather take Sean Wade. Then you also got Trill Williams. I just want him just because his name is Trill. Make me thinking I'm listening to that old school UGK or something. The boy named Trill Williams. Like, what in the world? I know that. Look, I know McConnell. I know that he played well in that Georgia game. I know he did, but it's one of those things, man, where it's like in the NFL, whatever you got these guys running these combo routes and everything, you know, we just got to consider. We got to consider that. We got guys running these pick plays and stuff like that. Like, we got to consider all those different things, man. Trill Williams is tall, y'all. Y'all don't want Trill Williams? Now, I do want to let you know, Antonio, that whenever I have done these mock drafts in the past, apparently people see the same thing that y'all see. And what they do is they actually, he's been going earlier. He's been going earlier. So I don't know if we should wait that long to try to get him, because there have been a lot of cases where he's just been going earlier in the draft than I expected him to go, because I thought that he would be a 5th or 6th round steal. But then next thing you know, you take a look and that's not the case anymore. So, man, sometimes you gotta take your shot. But I think you know what? I think I'm gonna wait on him. Everybody's trying to convince me to get him. I think we're gonna get him, but I think we're gonna wait on him. Now, in the meantime, we still got to make sure that we take care of this secondary. We took care of that linebacker position because, like we said previously, man. And so, Richard Sherman was drafted in that 5th round. But like we said previously, though, and look, Kellen Mond is still on the board. Kellen Mond could be a good backup for you. You know, is that an option? What's going on, Miss Asia? Miss Asia coming back, chill out with you, probably doing some schoolwork. You know, Miss Asia, a college student. What's going on, Asia? We hope you're doing good. But yeah, man. So in that Jimbo Fisher pro style offense, they said that he might be able to do something special. So is this one of those cases where you just kind of take a chance and go ahead and get that quarterback? Because he's been playing well over the years. This year, 19 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, passer rating of 103.6. So he balled out against Alabama. Balled out against Florida. Well, he played well against Florida. Balled 69.5 rating. That ain't bad. You playing in the SEC? I mean, that's something that you gotta kind of take with a grain of salt, because these defenses are crazy in the SEC. Because right now, I just want to verify. Hold on. We're in the 4th round. Wow, Blitz said trade for Minshew or Mariota? I don't know if I want either of them guys. I guess for a backup, but man, I don't want Minshew because people just going to be talking about his mustache the whole time. Maybe I'll take Minshew. Maybe if they say, oh, well, you could come, you just got to make sure you shave your mustache. And that's the thing. See, Mitch, he said, I mean, if you want to draft a career backup, I mean, that's what he's looking like. He's looking like he's a career backup. Like, he could come in and take over for a couple of games. I don't know if he's a 4th, if you want to use a 4th round pick on a career backup. And Coach Ronan, she called this one already as well. She said that Alex Smith is the backup. She's going ahead and she's putting it out there. She said Alex Smith is the backup quarterback. I don't know. The thing is that she makes all these proclamations. Most of the time, she's right. That's a scary thing. Now, Divine Diablo, of course, love this kid. Virginia Tech all day. I already know what time it is. But I love him. One of the biggest things I like about him is his size, 6'3", 226. Great player. Plays in great balance in space, and he's rarely out of control. And that's one of the main things you want from your safety, man. If you don't believe me, ask or watch some old Willie Moe film. If you don't believe that playing with balance in the open field or in space is an important thing, just watch some Willie Moe film. And they said that not a guy who's jumping everything. So, he's going to play balanced, and he's not going to take too many chances, which me, myself, personally, I actually love in the safety. Like, don't come out here playing like a cornerback when you were safety. That's what happened with your boy KZ. Everybody was like, oh, KZ, he led the league in interceptions. KZ also led the league in getting the draws burnt off, too. Oh, man. Because Rona said, I'll be back in here waiting for my apology when Drew Brees doesn't retire and Alex Smith is our backup. Your apology? What? Nobody said that. That's not going to happen. Nobody said that wasn't going to happen. Nobody just handing out apologies. Oh, man. Coach Trey said, did we miss on Nazarudeen? I'm not sure. Let's take a look here and see what happened to him. Yeah, it looks like he's gone, Coach. Yep, looks like he is gone. I was actually keeping my eye out for him as well. Yep. Went to the Chiefs. Maybe the Chiefs are thinking about moving on from the Honey Badger. I can definitely see that happening. All right, so I'm leaning towards Sean Wade. Tony Esquire said Marvin Wilson, DT. He'll fall to late. Brown, Bigelow. Yeah, I think he will as well. I think he will too. I'm leaning towards Sean Wade. Yeah, I know that I love Holland out of Oregon, but I definitely think that he's gone off the board as well. And we took him in a previous draft. And y'all know that we're just trying to, go for different players and just show everybody different players that are listed in the draft that could possibly work out for us. Now, Kelvin Joseph, he's definitely a great cornerback too. As y'all can see here, he's a little bit inconsistent. So I think I'm going to go with Sean Wade. And or since everybody's getting naked for McConnell, let's wait on that cornerback position, and let's just go ahead and fill some needs. So let's go ahead and go with Quincy Roche, because he's the guy that people don't pay as much attention to on that Miami defensive line, and he could be a heck of a striker linebacker for you, rushing off of the edge at 6'3", 245. Because like I said, I don't know if we're gonna be keeping Fourier after next year. I don't know if Fourier is still gonna be here, especially if he comes in and balls out. You're gonna need another linebacker. So we might as well go ahead and start working on that right now. So let's go ahead and get this guy. And like I said, we can still, hopefully, McCollum is still there, guys. And if he's gone, y'all don't get too mad at me. Wow, Chuba Hubbard's still on the board. I think he might be gone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My bad. What's going on, Jewel? I see you, fam. My bad. So, wow, he went right before our pick to the Houston Texans. That's rough right there. All right. So I hate to go back to the well again, but John Charles, he's definitely a good pick. Y'all know I'm a gambler. We're gonna try to hold off and getting somebody to a little bit later. Now Mafanga, this might be your safety. I've actually been waiting on him. The whole issue with him is that, if I'm not mistaken, I think people were really worried about his 40 time. But look, end of the day, your safety doesn't have to be a world record 40 kind of guy. You know, Keanu Neal runs a 4.6. And DNP's defense previously with Bernard Pollard, he ran a 4.6. So it's not one of those situations where, like, oh, well, you know, we need somebody that's running sub 4.40s. And this is one of the most beneficial things I see here, is that he's heavily valued as a blitzer, can defeat blocks, 6 sacks in the past 2 seasons. Now, DP's told y'all himself, he said, look, guys, we bringing pressure from all over the place. We coming at you like ants, bro. So, yeah, I mean, I think in the 5th round, I think it's a heck of a pick. It'll help. It'll help fill one of the safety slots for you. You still got Jalen Hawkins. We don't know what they're going to do with KZ or not. KZ might be the pick for you as that free safety if they're running cover 2 and not if he's not just a single high safety, if he just has to worry about half of the field. And a lot of times in DP system, he just has to worry about a third of the field. So, I mean, look, I definitely think that KZ might be the answer for the Falcons. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of USC. And once again, let's hope that the guy that we wanted is there. Okay, so John Charles, he's still there. And, you know, think about these small teams, I mean, these small schools. It's kind of tough, man, because, you know, you got to kind of take everything with a grain of salt, but you know, it's kind of hard to figure it out, man, like how they're going to proceed. But you see here, even played Georgia State. How about that? Georgia Southern, hell Southern. I mean, but if you ever watch this guy's film, man, he's a beast out there, bro. Heck of a player. Jump routes, cut routes, real good feet. And to be in the, 5th, 6th round? Okay, 5th round. I mean, I think it's a heck of a pick. So we're going to go ahead and go with John Cha. John Cha. All right, so we had 2 back-to-back picks, because I know one of them is a comp pick. So now we're just at that point where we're just filling holes. Jonathan Cooper, he's still on the board, and he's one of those guys that just been kind of iffy. anytime though, one thing that I pay attention to is anytime whenever you play against other teams in the Big Ten, you just kind of gotta give those pass rushers credit because I think that the Big Ten has the best offensive linemen in college football. So the Indianas, the Northwesterns, the Ohio States, all those guys, the Michigans, like, you got to give them guys credit. So you got a pass rusher. Last year, he got 3 sacks, 8 quarterback hits, 22 hurries, though. Pretty high with the hurries. So, late pick like that, you ain't going to have numbers that just kind of jump off the screen. But 6'4", 257 makes you wonder if he'd be more of a 4-3, more of a 4-3 edge rusher. Now, another guy, Larry Barone, he's actually a beast himself. He's 6'6", 332 out of Mizzou. And that's weird because I thought for sure he set the season out. But look, engaging with his hands. But thing is that since he's such a big boy, he got trouble sinking them hips. What's going on, David? I see you in here, family. What's good with you both? And I definitely understand that struggle because I had trouble doing the same thing. I had trouble doing the same thing, sinking them hips down. Oh, man. David said, hey, Coach, give us a little something on zone blocking when you get a chance. What you mean? You need me to explain that zone blocking run scheme to you, David, or you want us to look at some prospects that could run that zone blocking run scheme? Kind of tell me what you're talking about, Bo. Yeah, man. But thing is that since we already got Penei Sewell, I mean, we really don't need anybody. But they said that he's physical enough to play that guard position, and we know that Carpenter, he's out of here. So we got to get that guard. David M said, class in session. I would definitely whenever I get a chance, I'll put together some film study for you, just kind of explaining that zone run blocking scheme. As a matter of fact, Coach Ronan, if you could you put the film study when Todd Gurley ran that touchdown? You put that link in there. I kind of explained that in a way, David, but yeah, I put it up I think halfway through the season, huh? Against the Panthers. It said that thanks. Allison is misused. You know what? You know what, Coach? I actually have a take on that. And please don't get mad at me for saying this, Bo, but I don't think Allison is misused. I think Allison just ain't that good. I think, last year we had issues running the ball, and they tried all kinds of running backs out, but you got to remember, those guys were trying to save their jobs. Raheem Morris, he was trying to save his job. If he was really trying to save his job and get this head coaching job this year, you would think that he would try to start the person who would have been best on the team, or one of the best running backs on the team. And I definitely watched Allison's pit tape. And that's cool. It's like whenever you run up against people from Northwestern and everything. Quadri Allison, he's a big boy. But if I'm not mistaken, I think he averaged 2.4 yards a carry in the NFL. I just don't think he's good enough to, everybody's saying that he's misused because we're not playing him and everything. I just think he's just good for someone that we could tackle in practice. You know, I've had kids like that who, you know, they're not as good, but you know, you put them in practice. Say, all right, guys, here's the look. Y'all go tackle them. And basically, they run the play. They know they're gonna get hit, and you know, we just have people tackle them. Man, I think Quadri, I think he's that guy on this team. He's the guy that people just tackle. Nah, I ain't clowning them, coach. I'm just saying, like everybody gets upset about Quadri and says, "Oh man, why don't we play Quadri?" Like, why don't we play this guy? And I don't think it's the case where we say, "Oh man, we're not going to play Quadri." I just think he's not as good. He's not as good as we thought he is. And, there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him not being as good as we thought he was. I mean, we had the same situation with Ty Gurley. Ty Gurley isn't as good as we thought he was. And, it just be like that sometimes. I mean, that's just kind of my opinion. But yeah, Coach, I mean, I think Coach Roney, she put that link. Yeah, she said that she found that Gurley touchdown. And I kind of explained that zone run blocking scheme about how, your centers and it talks about how your centers and how your guards get up to that second level and sometimes that third level. But in a lot of cases, man, people like Ito, this is perfect for him. This kind of scheme is perfect for him. But it almost looks like Thomas Dimitroff and Dan Quinn said, "Oh, well, we're going to change to a power running scheme," and then they changed their mind. So it's like this particular situation, it just doesn't work for it. It doesn't work for Quadri. You can't put a big boy like that. I mean, it looks like he wears like combat boot kind of cleats whenever he's playing. Hey, that's not your zone running back, Bo. That's a power gut belly kind of running back. You don't want that guy running in your zone scheme. He's not fleet of foot enough. Oh man. So I forgot what pick. Okay, all right. So we're in the 5th round, 34th pick, and now basically, guys, we're just at a point where we're just taking the best available players. Now, one thing that I was looking at was I was actually looking at getting Baram because they said that he can actually play. He can actually play that guard position. Now we know that Carpenter is going to be gone, and we got Penei Sewell. Arthur Blank, he said himself that we need to try to change this running game. We definitely need to try to change this. We definitely need to try to change this defense. Now, I think what we did was we changed this defense. Oh man, yeah, Coach Roney, he's not fleet of foot enough. He doesn't run like he on the fish grease. Now, since you got a guy like this, like Baram, who's good and engaging with his hands, but he has trouble sinking his hips, those are the kind of guys that you kick inside. Those are the kind of guys that you have running that zone run blocking scheme like David was talking about, and you get upfield to engage with somebody. Especially somebody who has terrific upper body strength and does his work with his arms. That's your perfect guard right there, Bo. So let's go ahead, take this kid off the board, and we're going to kick him inside to play beside Matt Hennessy. Coach Rhoda said we need to say fleet of foot more, okay? Definitely. So let's see here. And coaches, I hope that y'all are writing these names down because we're just gonna go back over it whenever it's all said and done. And what we'll do is, just like we did last time, we're gonna kind of break it down, and I want everybody to go look at some film and everything, and then we'll just see what we got moving forward. And then whenever we all come back, we'll collaborate and talk about what kind of team that we could possibly have if we took those players. Oh man. Devon, what's going on with you, Bo? Man, we hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, man. We're doing this draft. As a matter of fact, we almost finished with it. And like I said before, Devon, I promised you that I would take Panay Sewell because, everybody was getting on to me, said I need to take Panay Sewell. And what we did was I didn't take anybody that I took from last time. So that's what we did. Joseph, what's going on, family? It is Friday, Bo. David said, Coach, you're doing a fantastic job with the draft board, although we disagree on the first pick. And trust me, Coach, it's not a situation where we disagree because I tell you what, David, who do you think we should take with that first pick? Because like I said, I took Panay Sewell because I was actually peer pressured. I was actually peer pressured into it. Oh man. Nah, Coach. Nah, you can go ahead and tell me who you think we should get, David. Because like I said, that's why we all collaborate. Much love to my homeboy Raymond Johnson III, representing Georgia Southern, Hell Southern, Gator. You already know what time it is. Oh man. Hell Southern, Bo. Nathan, what's going on? Nathan said, sorry, I was away. I'm back. I don't know who we should get, to be honest. What in the world? Okay. Okay, so and what we'll do is, like I said, we're almost finished with this draft. And we're just going to go back and I'm just going to kind of go over and show y'all who we got and everything. And then, we're just going to go over every pick and just talk about how we're going to move forward at the end of the day. Nah, that's all right, Devon. And you don't got to apologize to us about being late. It ain't like we pay you nothing. Oh, man. Now, this kid right here, O'Brien Goodson, he would be perfect in a situation where it was actually a 4-3 defense, but since we're in that whole transition period, going to that 3-4 defense, I don't think it'll be a good look for us. What I would do, because like I said, we're basically having one of those cases, man, where we have to make sure that we get these linebackers. We got to take care of this whole linebacker situation. And, we actually took 2 linebackers so far. And I'm not going to say who it is for all the scragglers. Everybody that came in late, we're going to kind of go over it. But, yeah, we got to make sure that we take care of this linebacker situation for the future because, like I say, we don't know what we're going to have with Fourier. Fourier might go ahead and throw them fingers up. Said that, hey, I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get paid. So, basically right now we're in one of those cases where we could literally just take the best player available. And I know last time, oh, wait a minute. Joseph said he got that certified oil in the mail for me. Every week. Every week, man. Definitely. And Coach Rona said, Coach Lowe feeling good and he and Drake any moonshine or water. Well, it's still within arm's reach. Oh man. DG, what in the world, Bo? What's good with your family? I hope you're doing good, man. Thanks for chilling out with us, Bo. We just doing this live mock draft and kind of seeing what options we have going on here. Seeing what we got, Bo. Seeing what we got. Now, Teron Jackson out of Coastal Carolina, once again, another small school. Now, I don't like defensive ends or edge rushers that have a lack of bend. I like to have my guys have some bend. I like bendy guys. Where's C Mitch when you need them? But I like bendy guys. Nathan. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's all natural. All natural. But, the thing is that, he's 6'2", 260. It's one of those things where we're going for the best player available. And we're going for somebody who can help this team out, man. So, let's just kind of take a look at getting guys. Because guys like this right here, when they're swinging baseball bats for arms, knocks hands down with ease, like those are the kind of guys that you want, man. Those are the guys that you want. Quentin Whitter said, was Larry Roundtree on that board? Yes, sir, he was. Larry Roundtree is still on the board, but there's no need for us to get him. ATM, what's going on, family? What's good with you, Bo? David M said, Lo, what is your opinion of what you have heard of this new regime, giving us a brief sample size of what you have heard, even those read in between the line comments? I mean, be completely honest with you, I'm not sure, because you can tell me anything. You can tell me anything, but I gotta see it to believe it. Yeah, so I got caught up in the hype with Dan Quinn telling me all the time that he was fired up and all the stuff that he was going to do. End of the day, he just stayed fired up. I can't do it. I can't do it, Bo. Oh man. So what we're gonna do is, because I know Jonathan Cooper's still on the board, and like I say all the time, whenever you got a guy who's been playing in that Big Ten, you got to kind of consider that as well. But you know what? I just don't like Jonathan Cooper's size. He reminds me a lot of Vic Beasley. He's one of those in-between guys. And, I just got to have somebody. I got to have somebody who could actually give me what I need. You know what I'm saying? Size is a factor. I don't care what nobody says. In football, on the line, size is a factor. I don't care how fast you are. We're going with Taron Jackson, okay? Because at the end of the day, if the guys that we previously drafted didn't work, then the guys that we draft in the later rounds might work. For example, Grady Jarrett. 5th round, it worked. You know what I'm saying? 5th round, it worked. And you're right, David. No more tweeners. No more tweeners. No more tweeners. So with this last pick, let's see here. And like I said, once again, we're going for the best player available. I know my homeboy Chair Artist 404 is getting naked right now because Brian Robinson Jr. is still on the board. He just didn't get a chance to run the ball that often because he was running behind Najee. What's going on, Boomer Falcon? AJ Evans said, is Jared Patterson any good, or is it just that one game where he got like 800 yards? I don't know Jared Patterson's going to be doing that on a consistent basis. So I don't know about that one. So like I said, once again, we're just kind of going with the best player available. Me personally, I'm tired of this whole running back situation in Atlanta. The whole Brian Hills and the what ifs, Ty Gurley. I don't know if y'all seen my video on Ty Gurley, but I just want some good running backs, some fresh meat. So I'm leaning towards getting Brian Robinson Jr. Let's go ahead and get Brian Robinson Jr. NFL edits. What's good with your family? I see you, Bo. What in the world, Bo? Oh man. Wait a minute. Brian Robinson, he's going to college next year? I thought he was jumping. All right. So guys, what we did was the last mock draft that we had. No problem, Asian. The last mock draft that we had, we everybody got naked and ripped their outer garments for Penei Sewell. So I told y'all we're gonna get Penei Sewell, and I delivered. Okay. So what we did was we actually traded down with the Eagles, right? So after we traded down with the Eagles, we got their first pick, second and third pick, and we got a second round pick next year. So somehow, how in the world, I don't know. And let me look. Let's look at the full results here. So what happened was, and for some reason, I guess y'all must have been, getting naked for Justin Fields so much. Somehow, y'all done tricked Pro Football Focus into taking Justin Fields with the first pick. But that's neither here nor there. So Justin Fields, he went first, and Trevor Lawrence went second, right? Now, Jamar Chase, he actually went third to the Dolphins. So what I said was, I said to myself, myself said, who? Maybe the Eagles might want to make this trade because who's to say that they're happy with this whole Jalen Hurts situation? The Eagles, they love having two quarterbacks. So we went ahead and we made that trade. Once we made that trade, lo and behold, Eagles took Zach Wilson. They might have just took the best quarterback in the draft. So after they took Zach Wilson, I knew that the Bengals weren't going to take a quarterback. And I was actually thinking that the Bengals were going to take Sewell, but they didn't take him. So 6th pick, Nathan, we got Sewell. I know Nathan was wanting the bad. Nah, you good, Coach. Let's get it. You good. Okay. So Brian Robinson, he is returning to Alabama. I would return to Alabama too. You might as well try to go ahead and get your shine so you can get that high draft pick and get another championship. So moving forward, I just want to show y'all the rest of this draft just in the first round to see how it could have unfolded, if we would have traded back. So like y'all said, my favorite quarterback in this draft is Zach Wilson, then Mac Jones. So the dream scenario for me in this draft is if Mac Jones would have failed, and we were actually looking to see who could have taken him. I was worried about San Francisco taking him. They took Devontae Smith. I was worried about New England taking him, and they took Rondale Moore, which is a pretty good pick. Now, Micah Parsons, he fell, and he's been falling like a rock, I guess, for his genital accusations. So Micah Parsons, he fell. Now, after the Washington football team let Alex Smith go, they ended up taking Mac Jones. So that goes to show, guys, us that it's one of those cases where after Alex Smith got cut, the quarterback position is even that more valuable in this draft. So just looking at this here, in the first round, from 1 through 19, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks go in that first round in the first 19 picks. So Mac Jones, he went. So it was one of those cases where I still got the guy that y'all wanted, the guy that y'all got naked for. And Nathan said that he would have traded back. And see, what we actually thought about doing, Nathan, was we actually considered trading back into the first round. Oh no, Nathan! No, I don't think Trask is a first round pick. I'm thinking he might be a second or a third. And we actually considered taking Kyle Trask, but what we actually considered doing was trading back into the first round. And I was looking at trading back into the first round. I think around 17 to see if I could get Mac Jones. But I said, well. Because I said to myself, and myself said, who? If Mac Jones makes it past the New Orleans Saints, we legitimately could have a chance to get him in that second round. You know? So, since we couldn't get him in that second round, what we did was we ended up getting Zaven Collins, who in my mind is better than Michael Parsons. After doing my research, we got Zaven Collins. We got Carlos Rashan, 6'5", 285, arms like a gorilla, beats his chest after he eats every dinner. And then Coach Rona told me I got naked for this one, y'all. So Coach Rhoda told me I got naked for this one, so I apologize. But Liam McNeil, we took him in the third round because, he just fell like a rock. Then Javonte Williams in the third round. Oh, my bad. Terry Artist 404 said I got naked. My bad. Coach Rhoda said Terry Artist 404 said I got naked. She just agreed. But yeah, then we took Javonte Williams in the first round. The third round. We considered getting Najee Harris because he fell too. He fell in that second round, but I was saying we're trying not to get the same guys again that we took in that original draft. But I had to get a Liam McNeil. I think he's my favorite player in this draft, to be completely honest with you. He might not be the most successful, but he's my favorite. So Quincy Roche, that edge rusher out of Miami, who a lot of people think is better than Jalen Phillips. We ended up taking him because we're trying to help that pass rush as well. Then Hufanga, safety from USC. He's definitely a good player as well. And I doubled up on getting John Charles. Great cornerback out of Appalachian State. It might just be because I got a soft spot in my heart for the Sun Belt Conference, Hell Southern, GATA. Y'all already know what time it is. Now, Larry Baram, I think he's my interesting pick of this draft. The reason why I said we should get Larry Baram is because he's 6'6". They said that he has the stiff hips. He got the stiff hips like Coach Big Low Country. But they said that he has very engaging hands, and you could kick him inside to play that guard position. And there is going to be a hole left there after Carpenter leaves. So that's also that was one of the main reasons why I got him. You get a guy like that in 4th, 5th round, you got to make the pick. You got to pull the trigger, Bo. You got to pull the trigger. Coach, let's get GA talk about he just won a Super Bowl. That's all he wants. Coach, let's get it. GA said he just tired of winning the Super Bowls on Madden. He said he just wanted to get the Super Bowl. That's all he wants. Oh, yeah, man. I forgot to tell y'all. If y'all got anything from this stream, or if I made you smile one time, or if you just like chilling out with old Country Boy, make sure you do a Country Boy a favor and hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. Then Teron Jackson, he's just like one of the coaches said in the chat, he's just a football player. He's just a football player, and that's what we want. We want somebody to get in there and that's not a tweener, not somebody who's 240, 250 to be coming off the edge. We need somebody that's actually, in the famous words of Coach Roney, set the edge. And wait a minute, Coach Roney, what was the new saying? What's your new saying now?
What you mean?
You said it's not set the edge anymore. What you said it is? Oh, you a terrible coach. So anyway. No, you said it was something else.
No, I didn't.
Anyway. And then I said Brian Robinson, but I didn't realize that he was going back to Alabama. Coach Ronald, she a fake coach, talking about set the edge. Anyway, but yeah, man. And we ended up getting an A overall grade. And just like y'all know, just like I do, can't really trust it because it's one of those cases where the way that these guys have these players ranked, you can't really go off of what these people say, man. Because your boy Mel Kiper, he was talking about we need to trade up to get, I don't know who he's talking about getting. I'm thinking he was saying Zach Wilson, or it was either Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, but last thing that we need to do is trade up. That's the last thing we need to do. That's definitely the last thing that we need to do. Now, I forgot to ask y'all, since some people just came in here to chill out with us, what y'all eating on tonight? Or what did y'all eat on tonight? Or is it one of those situations where it's going to be a Waffle House night? What y'all eating and sipping on? Nathan said Mel needs to chill. Oh man. Oh man. ATL said, Big Low, that's moonshine in that styrofoam cup. You ain't slick. What in the world, boy? What in the world? So you think I'm gonna have it in two separate places? Cause I got it right here. I mean, I got the water right here. Talk about this moonshine in the cup. Man, I made a Sonic run. Well, Coach Roney made a Sonic run tonight. Oh man, Nathan said he had homemade fried rice. Okay then, Bo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got the eggs and everything in there too, or you what you got in there? What you got in that fried rice? Man. What Coach Agent saying? Talk about no, not Ridley. Like what's going on? Yeah, man. Y'all be calling it moonshine all the time, so y'all trick me. Y'all trick me. Y'all trick me. I thought that's why I called it. That's why I called it moonshine. Y'all made me call my water moonshine. What in the world, bro? Oh man. Now let me ask y'all something, man. So in this particular situation here, do y'all think that Penei Sewell would be Penei Sewell or Penei Sewell, however you pronounce it, Do y'all think that he's the answer for the Atlanta Falcons? Having to pick this high, is it one of those cases where you go, hey, this guy could be a generational kind of player? Or is it one of those cases where you say, okay, well, I need to go ahead and take the guy who can actually fix this team? Because Sewell, he can fix this team in his own special way. But, like we mentioned earlier, if you actually trade down, because in this particular scenario, we got our cake and we ate it too. We got our cake and we ate it too. And we really fixed those problems that Arthur Blank was talking about. But is this one of those situations, guys, where, Sewell's the guy to help us out in this particular case? Because, we just want to make sure that we actually take care of the things that we need to take care of. Yeah. He might, bro. You never know. You never know, bro. You never know. Well, look, man, I appreciate y'all for chilling out with old Country Boy tonight, man. Thank y'all so much. And y'all already know we're going to get together for the Saturday night pep rally. So make sure that y'all are there with bells on. Be there or be square. You know what? As a matter of fact, just be there. Just be there. I ain't going to tell y'all to be there or be square. Y'all just be there. Well, look, man, thank y'all so much, and make sure that you do a Country Boy favor and subscribe. And y'all already know, man, rise up, 8 times down. Y'all be easy.